Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me. I'm going to be doing this look here, and I also left a little spot for y'all here on my Instagram stories to drop me your questions. We got lots of questions, so I'm going to be answering most of them. I was going to say all of them, but I definitely avoided some of them because y'all are nosy, but it's okay. I am so nosy too. We have questions about boyfriends, dating, reality TV, tea. Oh, modeling. I have like a little story time about like some freak photographer that like literally tried to expose my ass. It'll all make sense later in the video. But if you guys want to see how I got this look and answering y'all's questions, then go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so I think for foundation today, I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Flawless Radiance Perfecting Foundation. I've never tried this. They sent this to me in the shade Suntan. I think it might be too dark. I have a feeling it's gonna be a little dark, but we'll see. Okay, let's see. It's a little off. Kind of looks like it matches on my skin. I don't know. Let's just use it. Automatically, I can tell you that this is not a very full coverage foundation, and I can say that because it's not like covering up like my little freckles that I have and just like marks on my face, which is nice because I personally don't really like a super full coverage foundation, so this is definitely a great option if you are somebody that doesn't like full coverage either. However, I do like the finish of it so far. It is very radiant, which you guys know I love, like a very natural finish. I'm gonna answer some questions. I'm gonna like keep doing my makeup, but I may not be able to like show every single thing that I'm using. So I'll link everything down below with the shades and stuff, just in case if I don't say it or you guys miss something, you guys can check it out. I'll have it all linked down below. Okay, so the first question is, what was your dream job as a little kid? P.S. You are so sweet and inspiring. Thank you. I kind of knew I always wanted to be in like front of a camera when I was little, just because I grew up with always being in like photo shoots with my mom. My mom was like a model back in Singapore, so I grew up, we did like a lot of shoots and family shoots and stuff like this. I think I need to go in with something a little lighter. This is a little too dark. I was always kind of surrounded up by modeling when I was younger, just because my mom was a model, and I just knew like education wise, I really wanted to be some sort of like, not a reporter. I thought for a while like maybe I want to do like report news, you know, work for the media, but then social media started booming probably like my freshman year of college. I knew then, like with YouTube, I kind of wanted to work for a brand where I would be working on the more social media marketing aspects. Just kind of knew I wanted to always talk, share, connect with other people, whether if I was interviewing them or just reporting news or whatever. But I still would love to host, whether if it's like a TV show or anything like that. I think that would be really, really fun. Okay, we're gonna go in with contour. I've really been liking this one. The Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer in Grace Bay. And I like to use this brush. This is the Sephora 56 foundation brush. And I honestly just like stamp my contour and then blend it out. So I just kind of go boop, 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 boop. I just think it's like a perfect shape. It's not too big, it's not too small. And you can kind of just get right in there, like stamp and then blend it out later. The other question that I read was, were you on Teen Mom? Yeah, I was on Teen Mom. I was getting a lot of questions. So this is actually very interesting because I've been getting a lot of DMs from people in Italy. And I guess that show is not airing on MTV in Italy. So I'm getting like people asking me about like my experience with that. Honestly, like I could do an entire video talking about what reality TV was like. Obviously there's different versions of it, like not every show is the same. Our producers have worked with other shows that were much bigger than ours when it came to reality TV, but it's a very interesting thing and I learned a lot. I don't know if you guys know this, but When we first filmed our show, we didn't know what it was gonna be. We just knew like it might be with Teen Mom, and then they decided to make it its own show called Pretty Little Mamas, which if you guys know it, that was such a long time ago. Kind of make it as like a cross hybrid of like the Real Housewives meets The Hills meets like Teen Mom kind of thing. And a lot of stuff was definitely like orchestrated in the show, but that's just like sometimes what you have to do in reality TV. Like our show was not really being received well because it was very like catty. It was very like kind of bringing down like the young moms should have been more like supportive, and just the way it was like created, there was a lot of narratives that were definitely like exaggerated or not true. So it was definitely a very interesting experience. I don't really recommend, at least I don't know if I'd be able to do, I mean, I know for sure I would not be able to do a show like that ever again, but it was not being received well. I think it was like 3 episodes and then it got canceled and they just like took it off the air. And then the weirdest thing happened. They decided to repackage it and just slap it in the Teen Moms franchise. And then it became like another show. Everyone was made to look nicer. Things looked a little bit less like intense. There was so much that was filmed, you guys, that was completely cut out. I would say at least like 3 or 4 months worth of filming was completely shut out because it was very like dramatic, very like Vanderpumpy Rules kind of stuff, and the Teen Mom franchise like did not want it to be it. They wanted it to be a little bit more uplifting. So that's what happened. I'm glad I experienced it. I learned a lot. Will I ever do reality TV again? Probably not. But you never know. Okay, I'm gonna use the NARS Dolce Vita blush that I got. I feel like I don't need a lot. I'm gonna just build. Do you ever plan on filming a YouTube video with your boyfriend? So I mean, like I said, I don't like to make absolutes and say absolutely never, like I won't include him. But I also just like respect people's boundaries. I learned what it was like to put just like a lot of stuff out there. Some of you guys know this, but my boyfriend, he is an actor. And so I kind of have to respect his career as well as still do mine. He's like very supportive of what I do and he loves what I do. Like he definitely cheers me on and always like try to help me like make things better. It's like really cute. But in regards to him being like on my channel, I don't really see myself like sitting down with him and like doing like a boyfriend tag or anything like that. Like if you see him in a vlog here and there, like sure, but I just want to respect people's boundaries, you know what I mean? So do you think your current boyfriend is the one? That is so sweet, you guys. I feel very superstitious right now and I don't want to answer that question because I feel like I don't want to ruin anything. But I definitely have never met anybody who is more understanding, accepting, supportive, like truly brings the best out of me. I feel like I want to be a better person when I'm with him. We've been together for a really long time, but I will say like if you are a single mom, like you know it's hard having to like date and also like being a mom as well is definitely hard, and there's a lot of trial and error, and I think this kind of relationship definitely takes time and there's a lot of patience. If you are a single mom or a single dad and you're trying to date, just like take your time. Like don't ever feel like, you know, you might find somebody and immediately be like, oh my God, this person is the one. Like if he really is the one, like he'll still be there or she'll still be there months from now or years from now, and just take your time. And if they are the one, like they will be understanding of it. There's no rush to like get things done and like move on really quickly. You know what I mean? I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey. I've really been liking this, honestly. Like I've been grabbing this more than my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. With winter, I find myself like kind of doing a more glammy look. So I just really like this powder and it doesn't make me look chalky. I think it's like a really pretty brightening shade, especially if you're someone who's a little bit more on like a darker skin tone. Like, you know, if you're somebody like me who cannot use the original Laura Mercier powder, this is a really great option because it's so nice. I love it. I literally love it so much. I'm not sure if you've already answered this, but what's your ethnicity? You're gorgeous. Thank you. My ethnicity, so my mom is from Singapore. I mean, I'm from Singapore. My mom was born and raised in Singapore, but her parents are from Indonesia. They are from the island of Bawean. And then my dad, his dad is German and Scottish, so kind of just like a mix of it all. I definitely want to try using one of those like ancestry.com things because I feel like there's a lot I don't know about my family. I kind of want to know more, you know? Hang on, let me go. What's this called? Mario Master Palette, and this is the mattes. Another thing I got from the sale. Tips to start modeling. Okay, so I'm gonna just use this guy first. So with modeling, obviously because of social media, it's a little easier to kind of get in there. I feel like before, especially like when I started, you had to like submit your pictures or like mail them in to an agency of like headshots and just like digitals that you have, or you would either be scouted, but now it's like really easy. You can literally just like DM a agency, or you can just post on Instagram, tag agencies, tag photographers. Start by getting some really great pictures. Like you can use your iPhone, get some pictures done. You don't have to pay a photographer $500 in the beginning. Like if you're literally just trying to find like an agency to sign with, which I highly recommend you do, because first of all, you want to be protected because, you know, with social media, there are a lot of not so good people kind of fishing around. I'll tell you a really scary story. So my mom, because she was very heavily known in the modeling industry over in Asia, there was a photographer who she knew back in the 80s. He was asking my mom if I was gonna start modeling again. She also hadn't talked to this guy since like probably like the 90s. He was messaging my mom on Facebook. He had all these pictures of like different Victoria's Secret models, so I was like, okay, like he's a great photographer, like I should totally talk to him. I was messaging him on, this is years ago by the way, and I was messaging him on Facebook and being like, hey, do you want to meet up? Like I'll be in LA anytime from here and here. It was like months out in advance so I could like plan it. Oh my God. I was like, yeah, sure. And he was like, okay, can you please take some pictures in a bikini so I could see your body? Immediately just like something inside of me, like alarms just started going off. I just felt weird about it, so I just like took a beat and like just didn't respond. He messages me like the next day and he's like, hi, can I get those pictures? Okay, I'm gonna do eyeliner later because my mojo right now is off, and I think it's because I'm trying to tell the story. And I just knew something was like weird about this. And I was like, oh, you can just like go to my Instagram. I have lots of like, you know, pictures of me in a bikini. You can kind of see my body. Then he was like, no, I need like pictures like of like now, like what you look like now. And I was like kind of trying to put it off. I would like take days to respond to him because I just felt weird, and then would send messages like, hi, do you have those pictures yet? I need to see like your whole body in order to like move forward with this. He was like, you know, you've had a baby, I don't know what that's like. And I was like, I feel like the only thing that everything seems the same, if not smaller than how I was pre-baby, just like my boobs are a little different. And he was like, well, can I see, like, what are we working with? And I was like, this is so fucking weird. Like, he's literally asking me to send him nudes across the internet. I don't know, he's like a freak. Like, what are you gonna do with these pictures? Are you gonna like sell them? Or are you gonna like put them on the internet for people to see? Like, I did not know, but at the time I was literally like, I was considering it. I was literally like, should I just send him the pictures? Because like maybe he really does need to. And like he's shot like Miranda Kerr, and like he's shot a lot of different people from these photos. And I was like messaging my mom, by the way, I'm using Lila B. And I was messaging my mom and I was like, Mom, look at what he's saying to me. And she goes, that is so weird. And I was like, isn't that so strange? Like, was he like that? And she's like, honestly, I haven't talked to him in like 20 years, so I don't know. So we ended up reaching out to other photographer friends that like kind of ran in the same circle that like knew of this photographer. And all of them wrote back and they were like, do not work with him. He has been fired from so many different jobs because he's like either come on to the models or he's like scouted models that immediately asking for like nude pictures. He also was living in like France or something, so he was far. I couldn't like technically like report him. I ended up writing him and I was like, you know what? I am very uncomfortable that you would even ask for these photos. Like, I am a mother, I am a woman of my own body. I don't need to be sending you photos. Like, by the way, I shopped your name around to different other photographers. All of them said that you have been fired from so many different jobs. I know what you're doing. You should not be a photographer, and shame on you for doing this. Just don't feel baited, like, especially no matter what the photographer is, who they've shot with. Like, do not send those pictures to anybody. Like, I considered it for a split second, but inside my soul, I just like knew something was not right. And my mom reached out to him and told him to basically fuck off. I went to his Instagram. It had been deleted and I like looked up his name and he just like wasn't on social media. So he might be under some other name or whatever, but he like just, you know, like I know when you want to start being a model, like a lot of people, like it's their dreams, they really want to do it. Things can happen very quickly if you're connected to the right people. I just really wanted to like say that because I feel like it happens a lot, especially to like new models, and I've heard it time and time again. So I'm going to put mascara on and my eyeliner and I'll be right back. I'm gonna use that same palette to do my highlight. Favorite skincare brand, you guys, I have so many. Like, if you were to come to my house, you'd see like the amount of skincare I have is insane. I really couldn't pick just one, but I do really like Summer Fridays. I like this one new brand I just got called Zoe. I really like Kiehl's, like for sure. I love Biossance. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff I really like. Just so many different brands, like even some like indie brand stuff too is really great. How old were you when you had Aliyah? So I got pregnant with her when I was 22, and then I had her when I was 23. So I was literally a baby. I like look at my sister because she just turned 23, and I was like telling her, I was like, can you believe that I was your age when I gave birth? And she like freaked out. So yeah, I was very young. Do you want more kids in the future? I totally for sure want more kids. I at least want one more. I want her to experience like having a sibling. You guys, I really want another girl. Like, I know some of you are gonna be like, you're such an asshole. So what are you gonna do if you have a boy? Like, obviously I'm gonna love the child no matter what gender. But I just like, if I could have another Aliyah, I wanna like outrule the men in our house. Like, I want him to literally just be dominated with female energy. Like, the idea of my boyfriend being outran by girls is just, I feel like he would absolutely love it. But at the same time, like, I love the idea of like torturing the shit out of my husband. But I'll be happy no matter what. I already have like girl name picked out. Like, don't know what I'm gonna do if I have a boy, but I'm sure it'll be perfectly fine. I'm not trying to have any kids right now. I'm just like trying to like sort my life out. And like I said, like I am not in a rush to do anything. I feel like I had a kid really young, but I also think it's very important to still fulfill the things that you need to as a person, because a happy mom is a happy baby. I also just want to be at a place where I am stable enough, like financially and emotionally, to handle many schedules. Like, it's gonna be a lot, and I obviously just want to make sure that like I have nice jewelry on, if you know what I mean. Do you own or rent your house? So I rent this house. I feel like I've said that many times here on my channel. I live in Southern California, where literally anything I want is gonna cost me like ready to go, unless if I like flip a house or whatever. The styles that I like is all like $1 million worth, and that's like because we're in Southern California. If I lived in a place like Utah or like Texas, I could totally like, you can find a place for like $500,000. So it's like beautiful. But yeah, I'm gonna do my lips now. I just got these and I've been getting so many questions on what I've been wearing on my lips. I've worn these in like a couple of my past videos and like on Instagram, and you guys are always asking like what my lip combo is, so I'm doing my best to link stuff, especially on social media. I just got this collection in from Buxom and I'm literally obsessed. So if you're somebody who struggles finding like a really nice nude, or you like more brown nudes, this is the perfect line for you. They have dark shades, and like their lightest shade is probably like, this is like their lightest shade, which isn't that light, but I'm just like happy because when I was younger, I would never find like, first of all, I would never find shades in Asia that would like match me. Oh, this is the lightest one, but it's like a really pretty like brown beigey color. So we have colors like that, and then there's like some darker ones that are just stunning. This is the one I wear the most. This is Dreamboat. I think it's such a pretty nude brown for fall, which is probably what I'm gonna wear. And then there's this one called Pop Star, which is also really nice. It's a little bit more rosy. Just really nice nude brownie tones. It's called the 90s collection, I think. So they're very like 90s nudes. I'll link these down below because the collection is amazing, but my favorites are Dreamboat and Supermodel and Pop Star. I'm gonna use Dreamboat. I think my sister's moving out and we'll have this place to ourselves for a little longer. And then we'll see, because this place I would technically be saving money, because if you move into a bigger place, obviously more expensive. I'd be paying way more money than I am now. And so if I stay here, it'll kind of save me money. And it just, I feel like it'll be more conducive for everyone here. So yeah, that pretty much answers the question, but yes, I do rent. Have no shame in my game, honey. All right, we're almost done, guys. This has literally been a 2-hour makeup tutorial. Like, I literally think I started at 10 and it's 11:23. I need to move. Like, same look, literally. Same look as usual. Don't know how I feel about the eyeliner. It looks like a sword coming out of my eyeball. I just like can't with it. Honestly looks like a knife. Okay, so I feel like I answered as many questions as I could. There was a lot of repetitive questions and like just some that I was like not ready to answer yet. You know, we'll get there, baby steps. But I love you guys so much and I really appreciate all your questions and you guys watching, so thank you so much. All the products that I used in today's video will be linked down below. Don't forget to come follow me on Instagram if you guys want to see more chit chat, get ready with me's, then give this video a thumbs up. And until next time, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.